absolutely November, December is a super busy month for a lot of people. And the joy of the season is going to get kicked off December 1st with none other than Melissa Chambers. And so if you've been waiting and hoping and being a good girl or good boy and you know that Santa's going to come and visit you, well, this is just like Mrs. Santa, because she brings all kinds of good stuff to us and the good life, and she has been inspiring us for years in Nucerity. So to have her on right this today, Saturday, December the 1st, would be nothing short of karma for us, to be able to set our sights on the next 90 days. We've been talking a lot about how we're going to envision next year, Melissa, and we know that you are our mindset, good life director, person of all knowing and absolute inspiration. We are so jacked up you are here this morning with us. Yay, Melissa.
Oh, thank you, TL. I appreciate that so much. I don't think I've ever been called Mrs. Santa. I like that. I'm gonna adopt that. I like it.
Yeah, you're
Well,
bringing the good life, baby. Reach in your sack and throw us some goodies.
it's a Christmas miracle.
Hi, Melissa. Hi, everyone.
Hello, hello.
Good to
Well,
see
I
you.
am super excited to be on the call with you two, TL and Tish and everybody. Thanks for giving up a little bit of your Saturday morning to let me come on and talk to you guys. And as TL said, I want to talk about mindset. And I hope you have a piece of paper and a pen ready, because you've got a little work to do right off the bat. So is everybody ready? Hey, TL or Tish, could I ask you a favor? Could you put it?
Say that what? Oh God, now you're muted. Hold on. Let me find you. Unmute. Say what do you want me to do?
Hello, hello. You know, up in the top right hand where you can put gallery view instead of speaker view,
Yep.
try gallery view.
Okay, you have to do it. I have that on mine already.
Okay, so I'm now seeing all the little faces. Good, good, good.
So I just see a big picture of you, and you can also screen share. I made you co-host, so if you need to do anything, you can.
Okay, perfect. Good, good, good. Okay, so you guys ready? I want you to think about a time in your life where you really felt like, man, you got that project, that event, that conversation right. Man, you really accomplished something. You felt proud of yourself. Maybe others were proud of you. But man, that was a great moment. Write that down. Think about it and write that down. So what are the words that describe how you feel about that moment? Jot down some words. You may even remember what you had on. You may remember what it looked like around you. Who was with you? Were there sights? Were there sounds? Really get into that moment and write down some words about how you felt. Was there pride, joy, excitement? See, those that don't have their live picture up, they could be cheating right now and just like eating a big old cheeseburger and we wouldn't know. But I'm assuming you're writing it down. Awesome. Okay, so why don't you put a couple of your words in the chat? You know how to hit that chat button at the bottom? It should say to everyone. I'd like some words about how you felt about yourself in that moment. Accomplished, successful, exhilarated. I like that, Marlene. Pride, excitement, confident. You don't want to see me yet, Brenda Williams. Thank you. Thank you for sharing that. Scared. Oh, now that's interesting. A warrior, energized, ease, excited, and tears. Proud, really blown away. I love all those words. Those are good words, aren't they? I want everyone to take their phone out, take a shot of that list of words. Man, those are great. Elated, powerful, accomplished, loved, proud, warrior. Those are great words. Take a shot of those words. Laura Caffey, happily surprised. I did it. That's good. Sadly, I have nothing at all. Okay, Carol, I love that you wrote, you got nothing. Nothing's coming to mind right now. Sometimes that does happen, particularly if we're in a place of where we're really hard on ourselves or we have extremely high standards, or maybe we constantly compare ourselves to others. And so, wow, well, I'm diminishing my accomplishments because someone else has done something I think is better. So, Carol, thank you for saying nothing was coming to mind right now. One of my tasks for you today is to take 30 minutes somewhere today, get quiet, put some nice music on that you like, think about this again, dig into it again. I love, love, love these words. So that feels great, doesn't it? Yeah, good state of mind. All right. Well, now I want you to take that same piece of paper and your pen, and I want you to think about a time that, man, you really blew it. You disappointed yourself. You consider it a failure. Something, boy, it did not go your way. You let yourself down. Maybe you let somebody else down. It sucked. Think of that time. Write down, what was that experience? Who was with you? Again, what'd you have on? Maybe there's sights and sounds. What was the scenario? Write it down and write how you felt. Some people, this one comes a lot easier to remember the bad stuff.
I wasn't sure which one to pick from.
Yeah, 20 scenarios came up. Pick one. Again, write as much as you want to about it. What you thought was going to happen. Why were you disappointed? And how'd you feel about it? How did it make you feel about yourself? I'll just give a couple more seconds here. I don't want people to start crying yet. All right, some people are already doing it. Perfect. Dr. Sue jumped in there, defeated, deflated. Add to your chat right now. How did it make you feel about yourself? Frustrated, exasperated, devastated, disappointed, humiliated, lonely. Oh yeah, can definitely make you feel isolated and lonely, incapable, embarrassed, let down, failure, annoyed. Yeah, can get mad at yourself, sick to my stomach, ashamed, yes, worthless, ooh, angry, afraid, depressed, immobile, lost, shamed, stupid. Same exact words as Dr. Sue, yeah. Okay, I don't want you to take a picture of this chat, okay? Don't take a picture of that chat. Afraid, overwhelming sadness. Why? Yeah, it can, oh my gosh, it can be horrific, right? It can just be, bring up so much stuff, and wow, is shame and guilt and being mad at yourself such powerful emotions. But just as we sat here in the 8-10 minutes, thought of good emotions and what they brought up and what they brought to our minds, and in the same time we could think about something that we felt like we quit on ourselves and we beat ourselves up about, and we still drag along with us, the ball and chain that we still drag along with us. We have the choice over those emotions. We have the choice over what we think about and what we don't think about. And there has certainly been times in my life that all I thought about was all the crap that I didn't do well. Has anyone else ever been there? Yeah. It wasn't like a daily basis, but man, I would bring up a lot of the crap that proved to me that, well, I just didn't have it, or I don't know what it was, but I know that it was a choice. It was a choice to stay in the cesspool, in the quicksand, or let me spend more time thinking about, you know what, I can accomplish things. I have accomplished things. I sat here in the last 5 minutes and thought of something that I accomplished. And sometimes we are hard on ourselves, and I saw several people say, hey, I can think of a couple of things immediately for you, Carol, or immediately for you, Dawn, that I know are successful, that I think, wow, you nailed it. Because a lot of times other people see our successes and the things that we shine in and the things that are uniquely us and beautiful and that we bring to the world, they see it easier than we do. So one of your challenges is to make sure that you do own what is special about you, that you do own and really embody what is good about you, okay? Because I'm sure that you physically felt different as you were writing and thinking about the scenario A, what you nailed, wow, you did it. And you physically felt different when you were writing and thinking about whatever that disappointment. Can I see a show of hands if you physically felt it? That's because those little traumas, they go somewhere. They go somewhere in our head. They go somewhere in our body. We can bring those up quickly, but we can also bring up and physically feel and physically, mentally stimulate those great positive, yeah, a little tear, Lori, right? I mean, but we can also put that smile on your face. I was watching you as you were writing. Boy, when you just were so proud of yourself, when you felt you got it, most of you had a smile on your face as you were writing. Your body was easy. Your shoulders were down. You had a little smile on your face. You were writing away. Sometimes you'd look up and and you'd write down. And then as I was watching you as you were writing, oh, your shoulders went up around your ears. Your heads were hanging lower. You had, your face was showing. Oh, right? It's a whole total experience when we're in joy or when our mindset is bringing us down. So another thing that you can do is you're looking at, okay, how am I accomplishing my goals? How am I showing up each day? It's to sort of check physically, how am I feeling? Am I holding a lot of stress? Is my shoulders up here? Is my stomach queasy? What am I bringing to the day? Am I dreading something? Am I bringing fear to it? Or am I excited? Am I confident? Am I bringing joy to it? Check your physical, all right? So I want us to experience being in that first scenario of words and energies and smiles on our face 99% of the time. That's how you need to bring to your life and to your business, all right? So if you need to, put on some music, if you need to call someone and say, remind me of something I did well, you need to do it. Okay, but what we're talking about today is mindset. And I figure that Tish and TL sort of said, you know what, let's talk about this. Let's bring this up. Because, one, you're looking back on 2018. What did you accomplish? What are you doing? But you're looking at, what do I want to do in 2019? How do I want to end the year? How do I want to start 2019? What do I want to do differently and better in 2019 so that I get different results? At least that's what I think about when I think about mindset. Is I don't want to just think about my mindset because I'm just so fascinating that I want to just sit and dwell on myself. I want to think about my mindset because I want something to change. I want to change. And I want to constantly be changing. I don't care if I'm 82, 104, 124. I want to constantly be changing, improving, growing, and learning. And our mindset is what takes us there. So, to me, mindset is ruled really by two things: bad thinking and bad habits. If we're not thinking the way we want to, if we're not staying at that energy and that positive and that confidence and that courageous state of mind that you experienced in your first scenario, then it's usually because of bad thinking and bad habits. So shall we explore those? All right. So I wrote some notes down. So before we start here, I want you to think of a couple of, let's call them pillars, cornerstones. Do you believe, number one, do you believe that you are in control of your life? That you have command over your choices in your life? You're 100% responsible. That has got to be a foundation belief of yours. It really does. You're not a victim. You're not trapped. You're not just waiting for someone else to make all the calls and live their playbook. You've got to know, you know what? Doesn't matter what I've done in the past, but today I know, you know what? I am in control of my life. I am the one that's making the choices and can direct this train. Pillar number two, you have to believe that you do control your mindset, your emotions, and how you choose to respond to people and scenarios in your life. You know, and I always put a little bit of a caveat, because I know, right, that there's definitely physiological, mental DNA that may make it tough for some folks to manage their mindset and emotions. I was a serious kid. As my grandmother said, I tended towards the melancholia, right? It is not difficult for me to get depressed, which you may surprise you. I really am a happy person, but it is not difficult for me to get depressed. I know that about myself. I have had times in my life, serious episodic depression, could not get out of bed. I understand that, but I also know that I can control my mindset, my emotions, and how I choose to respond. Okay, so you've got to believe that as a pillar. Pillar number 3. You've got to know that you can make choices every day, and that each day can change your direction based on the choices you're making. So each day really is a new start. Each day there's new choices to make. And number 4, you've got to know as a pillar foundation, that your dreams, your desires are stronger and bigger than your fears. Francis, you're wondering where the control buttons are. I know those darn things are hard to find sometimes. Okay, so 4 things. You're 100% responsible. You control your mind and emotions. You make the choice every day what that day is going to be like, what the direction is, and that your desires and dreams are stronger than your fears. So if we know those 4 things, then what stops us? Why are we not doing what we want to do? Why are we not where we want to be? Why are we stuck in something? Okay, most of the time, it's back to the topic. It's our mindset. It's in what's our head. So here's what I get all the time as I'm talking to people, trying to coach them through something. Well, I'm not smart enough. I don't have time. I'm going to be judged by other people. There we go, other people's opinions. I don't know where to start. I'm overwhelmed. I'm afraid of doing it wrong. I'm going to mess this up. I'm not good enough. I don't really deserve great things. I don't deserve to have all that I want. I want it, but it's really not that important. You know, in the scheme of things, it's not, it's not that important. Or, I'm being selfish. To go for this, I'm being selfish. I'm not comfortable putting myself first. I can't take on anything else. Right? What have I missed? Let's see. You've got the first 3, but right, I'm sure you can relate to all of those. And probably there's a few of those that are your tried and true, absolutely fallback excuses. Did any of those really resonate with you of, okay, that's the one I tell myself a lot? Or maybe there's one I didn't catch on at all, but you know that it's your fallback excuse. It's your fallback, well, this lets me just kind of stay where I am today. This one fallback excuse, well, this is what, I'm not going to move forward today because my mind is just living in this fallback excuse of I'm not good enough, or I don't know where to start, or I'm just overwhelmed. Other people are going to judge me. But, sorry, I'm looking at I can't even read my own writing here. Hang on. Okay, I wanted to bring this up too. Okay, here's another thing. You'll know it's your fallback excuse if you wake up out of bed and you're feeling pretty good. You got some good energy. You're in a decent mood. You're getting going. You're thinking how things are going. And all of a sudden your energy changes. And it's sometimes it can be dramatic. Sometimes it just starts leaking out of the sieve. I need you to be really aware of what is it that you started telling yourself that changed your mindset, that changed your energy, that changed your mood. I had that happen to me a couple weeks ago. I was popped up out of bed, 7:30. I'm ready to go. I'm doing some stuff. I thought, ooh, I'm going to get all sorts of stuff done today. I had my little to-do list. And right about 11 o'clock, I just noticed, I was like, I wonder what's on TV. Maybe I can catch another episode of Ozark, on Netflix. Maybe and I just started, and I realized, I tried to trace it back, and I thought, ooh, I had a little confidence crisis. Right about, around 11 o'clock, entered my head of, ooh, wow, who are you fooling? That's a big project that you're taking on. And I got scared. I had a little fear creep in. I had a little confidence creep in. And man, oh man, did it derail my day until I gave it some energy, and I realized what was happening. And I put on some great music, and I danced my ass off for 20 minutes, got blood flowing, got energy going. And I thought, okay, let's get back on this. I may not be perfect at it. I may not nail it right off the bat, but I need to give some thought to this project. I need to go ahead and start outlining. I need to go ahead and, what can I do to move me slightly forward? Not the whole tackle the thing, because I still feel insecure about it, but what can I feel confident about to move the needle an inch, 2 inches, 12 inches? What can I do to just move it forward? And most of the time, we don't allow ourselves to do that. It's an all or nothing game. I either got to be in confidence crisis, or man, I got to go way out here, and I got to completely nail this project. I got to make those calls. I got to have this great meeting. I've got to understand everything about the comp plan. We go from here to here. And then when this feels overwhelming or it doesn't quite work out, then, see, I knew I wasn't going to be able to do this. See, I knew I'm not smart enough. And instead, we just need to make all these little incremental moves, right? That's how we accomplish it. That's how we build that confidence muscle. That's how we build our courage muscle. That's how we get out of our mindset. And I love that Lori just said perfectionism. I hadn't even thought about this, Lori, but I was listening to a Brendan Burchard tape that I wrote down. And he said perfectionism is a myth, because to perfect means you have had to have started something. You can't perfect something that you have not done. So as we're waiting to be perfectionist and I can't start it, or I can't do it because it's got to be perfect. Well, that's not the definition of the word. You've got to start something to then be able to perfect it. And I thought, it goes back to my, painting and trying to paint a masterpiece right off the get-go. No, you do a draft, and then you make a better draft, and then you make a better draft. You're going to make a call. You're going to make a better call. You're going to make a great call. You're going to make an awesome call. You're going to have a meeting. You're going to have a better meeting. You're going to have more people at the meeting. You're going to have even more people at the meeting. You're going to have guests at the meeting. You're going to have more guests at the meeting. You're going to have every guest in the room sign up. You don't start from here and have every guest in the room sign up. Does that make sense? So, oh my gosh, your mindset of how you're going to move is so, so, so important. Okay, I love that I saw Tish commented on it yesterday. I think it was Laura Sanchez posted this little illustration that said, I love it when all the voices in my head agree it's going to be a great day. It cracked me up because I'm like, yeah, all the voices in your head can align and say it's going to be a great day. That's a fabulous feeling. But you know what? You're in control of that. That's a choice. That's a choice to shut up the bad voices, concentrate on the good voices, remind yourself of the good voices, and make it happen, right? Confidence comes from successful, favorable past experiences, right? Just like the very first scenario I asked you to think about. Confidence comes from successful, favorable past experiences, right? Because those proved something to us. Confidence comes from being reliable to yourself. If I say I'm going to do something, I do it. Not letting yourself off the hook. And a lot of times we let ourselves down, and that starts really breaking down our confidence. And to me, this one's really important. Confidence comes from knowing, really knowing that you are resilient and resourceful. For any of you with children, you are resilient and resourceful. You didn't know how to make that dinosaur and volcano diorama for the science project, but you figured it out. You know, knowing that you can, this is critical, knowing that you can figure it out is a huge, huge part of your confidence. Because there's all sorts about building a business, starting a friendship, creating anything that has to rely on, well, you know, I don't totally know this, but I know I can figure it out. Right now, if, I don't know, Bill Gates jumped into our Zoom and said, Melissa, with the folks on this Zoom, can you please figure out how to feed 5,000 people? They're going to show up next weekend in Lubbock, Texas. Well, yes, I could. Yes, I absolutely could. If someone jumped on this Zoom and said, Marlene, could you figure out how to build a bridge across Lake Okanagan, one of those up there? I know you could. You could figure out, okay, I got to get this person. I got to go talk to this person. I have no clue, but I'm going to go talk to this engineer. You could figure out, every one of you on this call could figure out who you need to go talk to, what you need to read, what you need to Google, right, to make it happen. That's something that you need to always carry around with you, because when anything stops you, when you're thinking, oh, I can't, or I don't know how, you need to remember, but wait a minute, I know how to figure it out because I am resourceful. Huge part of your confidence. Okay, another thing that really, really blows our thinking and our mindset is comparison. Nothing can create doubt in our heads like comparing ourselves to other people. It lets us just have a little pity party about how someone else got luckier, someone else is smarter, someone else is prettier, someone else has more education, someone else's family had more money, somebody got the breaks, right? It's a disaster for your confidence, for your mindset, is comparing. And here's the thing that you really need to own it. I mean, I don't know, put it on a poster, whatever, own it, is that there is only one of you. You are unique and special and significant and matter all on your own. And if you're not bringing you to the world, then the rest of us miss out on it. So sure, someone may be doing something that you admire and you think, oh, that's really cool. I love the way she does that. You need to immediately think, but how would Tish do it? If I'm Tish, how would Melissa do it? How would Chris do it? How would I do it? What is my spin on it? What can I uniquely bring to it? What do I uniquely bring to it? Because you have your own experiences, your own personality, your own gifts, your own talents. And so sure, sometimes it's hard not to compare or admire or you know, we talk about Robin duplicated. Wow, she just did that really great. But now instead of trying to do it just like he did it or just like she did it, now think, you know, that was awesome. How could I do it even better and do it uniquely like Melissa wants to do it? How can I bring my flavor to it and be authentic to me? Because when we start trying to be somebody else, it doesn't feel good. When we try and be somebody else, it doesn't work because that's them, right? If I'm letting my mindset and how I want to plan my 2019 and how I want to set my goals for my business for 2019, and I'm trying to do it like somebody else, you won't get out of the first quarter with the success that you want. You've got to plan your 2019, being resourceful, taking all those clues that you're getting from other people and successful people that are showing you the way, right? But now, what are you going to do that feels right to you, that's authentic to you, that is uniquely you, to make it even better and make it something, here's what's important, that you can sustain. Because there's all sorts of flash in the pans that, wow, their star burns really bright for a short period of time because they were mimicking someone and they mimicked really well. But then it's not authentic to them. They can't take it any further, or they start feeling like a fake or a phony or it just drains them because it's not them. For you to have the sustained success that you want, boy, you got to figure out how to do it your way. I know that I am much, much better one-on-one or in front of someone than I am on the phone. It just always has been. Doesn't mean that I can work the phone, but boy, I'm not comfortable. I need to see someone eyeball to eyeball, which thank God for Zoom and Skype, right? That's the next best thing if I can't be right there in person. But some of you are fantastic on the phone. Boy, you can put so much energy through the phone and right? Some of you are really great in big group meetings. Some of you are better in small group meetings. Some are great on social media. Some of you are not great on social media. But you're resourceful and you can learn it. And you can make the choice every day to learn whatever it is that you need to learn. So if you feel lacking in some area that's messing with your confidence, then make the choice. Make the choice to learn about it. And then remember, you're not trying to go from I'm just learning about it to I now have a PhD, right? Again, don't go from here and think you're going to get all the way over here. Instead, hey, I'm going to learn a little bit. I'm in kindergarten, then I'm in first grade, then I'm going to middle school, then I'm going to go to high school, right? Give yourself, make that choice that I'm going to learn, and I'm going to learn realistically. And set realistic expectations for how you're going, a little bit at a time. That's right. And you'll get there. So now I'm quickly going to jump to bad habits. There's so much we could talk about mindset. There's so much. about bad thinking, but I know we've got limited time. So I'm going to jump now into those two key things. Confidence and comparison is our thinking. Now, bad habits. That could be a whole topic, is just our habits. Here's the main thing that I've come to. Stop overthinking and just do it. I mean, Nike's tagline of just do it is brilliant. It really is brilliant. I mean, hell, Mel Robbins, wrote that whole, 5-second principle, right? It's just about 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Do it. And I used to think, it's because we overthink. We've got to process it. We've got to prepare. I've got to feel like it. What we know about high performers is they never feel like it either, but they just do it. They just do it. And sometimes it's that incremental little step. It's about the choices. I tell you, your calendar can be a weapon of strength and motivation and managing your choices. Use your calendar. And I used to think that I was very organized because I had my to-do list. And I wanted to do this and this and this and this. And then I'd get to the end of the day and I'd think, well, wait a minute. I crossed off only a third of the things on my to-do list. What happened? Because I didn't actually set the time. I'm going to do this from 11:30 to 12:30. Then, Tish is doing it. Then I'm going to do this specific thing that I'm making a choice about that I know is going to improve me, improve my business, that I'm going to do this from 2 to 4 o'clock. I'm going to make these calls on new prospects exact time so that you can really look at your day and know, what am I getting done? And if I just have my to-do list, that to-do list may not realistically fit into these 5 hours that I have for my business, or realistically fit in the 2 hours that I have for my business. So you're setting yourself up for failure. You're setting yourself up for then that confidence crisis of, well, I never follow through on my word. I never follow through on my to-do list. I blew it off yesterday, so I can blow it off today. Well, I didn't do it for the last week. I keep getting this big old to-do list of stuff, and I never get through it. Oh man, you're setting yourself up for a confidence crisis. Instead, what do I want to accomplish? But I need to actually put it minute by minute in my calendar to see, okay, whoa, wait, I can't fit it all in. Help you prioritize. What's going to move the needle the most for my business, for my health, for my personal life? I want to exercise. I've got exercise on my list every day, Melissa. Okay, when? 7:30 to 8? Are you going to do it 12 to 12:30? You're going to do it 5 to 6? If it doesn't have a time associated with it, then you haven't made a commitment. It's a wish list. It's not a commitment of what you're really going to accomplish for yourself that day. And so be thinking about, Alfreda, a starter, not a finisher. Oh man, does that start bugging and messing with your head? It messes with your confidence. You need to be a finisher, not for other people, not for your upline, not for your spouse. You need to be a finisher for yourself. It is a massive, massive confidence builder when you're a finisher for yourself. You're the one that matters here. And when you matter and when you finish for yourself, man, you start finishing for other people. And they feel it. You start keeping commitments to yourself, you start keeping commitments better to other people. It doesn't work the other way. Yeah. Okay. I'm so glad you said that, Alfreda. Okay. So you're going to write things down. It's going to help you prioritize. It's going to help you be realistic with all these goals that you're setting for first quarter 2019 and what you want to do. And you know you need to reach out to new people, and you know you need to make, more calls, or you need to set up some meetings, or you need to spend time doing some kind of hobby because you want to meet new people. You want to put yourself out there meeting new people. You want to get on social media and get better at some strategy that's there of interfacing and actually commenting, not being a voyeur. A voyeur on social media is a complete waste of time. If you are not engaged and commenting and not just doing thumbs up, which has no algorithm in Facebook at all, if you don't at least heart, smile, or above, it doesn't even count. So if you're trying to tick this off the box of I actually communicated and engaged, don't give a thumbs up. Better yet, actually write a comment and an emoji. It's going to help your algorithm. It's going to help Facebook know, oh, she actually comments and isn't just a voyeur, right? So if you're trying to do all these things, schedule them so that you actually can move forward and know that you're getting these things done. Change doesn't happen because we just wish it so. Change happens because we make it so. And for most of us, we've got to really schedule it to make it so. Otherwise, it just stays on that wish list. And I would have you write down these 3 questions and then think about them. And you can think about them weekly. Okay, you ready? Question 1. Where am I stepping up in my life right now? See you, Juanita. Yeah, where am I stepping up in my life right now? Question number 2. Where am I backing down in my life right now? Actually, there's 4 questions. I just added one. 3rd question. What level of confidence do I have right now towards my goals? And the next one, what would give me more confidence as I seek my dreams? So those are questions for you to answer today. Those are questions for you to answer next week. Those are questions for you to answer in January, in February, and in March. Hey, what am I showing up and doing well? Pat myself on the back. Hey, what am I backing off from? Not because this is a shame exercise. What am I backing off from? Because, I need to look at that. What's holding me back? What do I need to have more confidence? Well, where is my confidence level right now? And then what do I need to do to get more confidence to get me towards my dreams? And I can't wait to see what you guys are going to accomplish in the first quarter, because every single one of you are brilliant and you have the capacity, you have the mind to absolutely move the needle. It's your choice. So thank you for letting me come and share those thoughts with you this morning.
Tremendous amount of information and really, really great questions. Lots of probing, and the first exercise with all the emotion roller coaster. Thank you so much for that emotional roller coaster on what you love to do, what your favorite thing, what inspired you to, like, what was the shittiest thing you've ever done, and how did it take you out of the game? But the whole rebuild of, like, how we need to, like, really be accountable and stay inside of our mindset to be that moment to moment accountable, like what really is going on, what is really sabotaging us, and how we can like attack it. Because I think that 2019 needs to be attacked, and that's just one of the biggest and greatest things about being an entrepreneur, is that every day is different. It's the same but different. We all know we need to pull our big girl panties on and attack the day and really get into the mindset of how success eats, sleeps, and breathes, how we feel about it moment to moment. Tish?
Man, I needed this. I'm sitting here thinking that you were just giving me one-on-one mentoring today, Melissa, because I have pages of notes. I got into my head while you were talking and realized there's a lot of things that need to be realigned before the end of this year and going into the next year. Watching the comments of people, you brought so much to the table today, and we needed this desperately, and we needed it to come from your voice more than anything. I think a lot of people have felt such a shift in the company that, you know, the same but different stuff going on, but to have that familiarity of who we love, who led us in the past, and now to see you again. I can't tell you how much everybody has appreciated you on this call, Melissa, and the value you brought to it.
Oh, well, thank you very, very much. I love you guys, and sorry, love you guys, and just really appreciate, being able to share thoughts with you. Being a serial entrepreneur, it is, it's the toughest thing that you can do. It really is the toughest thing that you can do, because it is all about mindset. But as TL said, you know, when you attack it, when you just say, you know, I'm doing this, and don't overthink it, just stop overthinking it. I love to know reasons why. I can get trapped in, well, why do I feel this way? Why? You know, I've been doing personal development since I was like 22, you know, and then sometimes I just have to like slap myself and say, it doesn't matter. Just go do what you know you need to do. So yeah, just attack it. And for yourself, for no one else, but for yourself, because man, are you going to benefit from it. And then you're going to be, boy, what you bring, the joy that you're going to bring, and the way you can serve other people, and you've got it going on, is beautiful. And all of you are beautiful, so I can't wait to see it.
I love it. Well, you know, it doesn't matter where you go, what company you're in, there you are. And so why not work on you with what you've given us this morning? You know, we're heading into a great week. A lot of people are heading to GoPro this week. There's going to be some shifts, some mindsets there. But what I love, Melissa, is you talked a lot throughout this call about social media and things to do on social media. And that's exactly what we're doing next weekend, is exactly teaching people how to work on their social media. So this was like perfect. We couldn't have done it any better. Seems that way every time. We kind of just mingle the spirits together, and they just know everything that needs to be done. So I appreciate you. I'm going to stop this recording and unmute so everyone can say hello. Thank you for your time. Anything else, TL, you want to add? Is she muted again? She
went back to the bathroom and got lost in the bathroom. Didn't she say that earlier? She got lost in the bathroom this morning.
I'm going to unmute.